Hey Jason, thank you for submitting your videos to fixyourgame.com. This is PGA professional Brant Kasbohm speaking. I see three things that I want to talk about in your swing today that I think will help you to be more consistent, lead to more solid contact, help you to prevent from topping the ball, like you said happens, and also help you to get a little more power in your swing, help improve your club head speed and distance. First thing we're going to look at here over on the left-hand side of the screen, we're going to look at your setup, and I'm going to note how far away from the ball you're standing and how much you're reaching out for the ball. The idea is we want to be in a balanced athletic posture, our feet about shoulder width apart, tilted forward. This looks good, your feet look good, your spine angle looks good. I just want to see your arms just hang down naturally, as you can see along this line. Just let them hang down naturally, and they should be 3-4 inches away from your thighs as you address the ball, and just let the length of the club determine how far away from the ball you stand. Looking at this example video on the right hand side of the screen, this gentleman is yours truly, and you can see I'm tilted forward, but I'm just letting my arms hang down in a relaxed manner. That's going to help maintain your balance. It's going to get the weight over the middle part of your feet and allow you to make a good aggressive swing without losing your balance. I see you're just reaching out for the ball quite a bit. Just let the length of the club determine how far away from the ball you stand. Obviously, with a driver or a 3-wood, you're going to be farther away than you would be with a 6 or 7 iron. So again, just let your arms hang down naturally. Be sure to, as a note, be sure to look at the written part of the lesson that's included with this. There's some links to some YouTube videos where I demonstrate the proper posture and help you get into a more balanced athletic posture. So let's take away these lines here. And the second thing we're going to talk about is, from this angle again, you are swinging the club with a lot of arms and not a lot of the big muscles, the hips, the torso, and that's where our power in the swing comes from, is using our large muscles of our chest and torso and hips. And so I'm going to fast forward your swing a little bit here, and we're going to look at the impact position, and we're going to see that you haven't rotated your torso or your hips very much. Here we are at impact. You can see the club is just about to strike the ball, and you can see you've had very little hip rotation at all. Your hips are still pointed in this direction, whereas if we look at the example video over here on the right hand side of the screen, we'll fast forward to impact. You can see right there at impact, I've rotated my hips through fully, and you can see both of my back pockets on my pants, and my hips are pointed out almost towards my target. You can see also the effect of reaching out for the ball. You still have to reach out to hit the ball, and I can only see one of your back pockets here. Jason, you look like a very strong, athletic guy. You should be able to generate a lot more club head speed using these large muscles of your hips and torso, as opposed to just swinging the club with your arms and hands. The human body is much stronger in the large muscles than we are in the small muscles. It's a question I get all the time. People ask, hey, how do these guys on tour hit it so far? Not all of them are big guys. You look at guys like Mike Weir is a guy that first comes to mind. He's not a big guy, but he can hit the ball a long way. And that's one of the reasons why they use their large muscles to generate speed. They're not relying on their arms and hands to swing the club. So in order to get the feeling that you're rotating your torso, I want you to take practice swings and finish that swing facing your target with all of your weight forward in the swing. And there's another drill that you can do that I highlight in the written part of the lesson. That's the swinging multiple clubs, or a heavy or a weighted club. That will help you to, the heavier club will force you to use the stronger, large muscles of your body, as opposed to the smaller, more fine-tuned muscles of your arms and hands. So that's what we're going to look at from that angle. We're going to pull up the video from the face-on angle, which we'll see here in just a second. And I've drawn a couple of lines here, and this is going to be an example of why you're topping the ball. You can see two lines here. The one line shows where our head is at the address position, and one line shows where our head is at impact. And you can see here, the second line here, you can see that's where your head is at impact. You can see the club here is just past impact. And if we back up the frame a little bit, we'll get you back to the address position. And you can see here, your head is here. So during the course of the swing, you are coming up on the ball a couple of inches. And remember, the golf ball is obviously very small. So coming up or lifting up only an inch or two is quite enough for us to go from having the club at the ground. We come up an inch or two. Well, guess what? We've just completely topped the ball. So you can see that's where your head is there. And if we fast forward it a little bit to impact, we can see where your head position is here at the impact position. In just a second here, you can see you've lifted up a couple of inches towards that top line. And you can see here over here on the right-hand side of the screen with the example video, just the opposite is true, where my head is at this top line at the address position, and I actually am rotating my hips through so much that my head drops down a little bit, which is something that you'll see occasionally from some tour players. Something I need to work on as well. I shouldn't be dropping down that much. I should keep my head as steady as possible. But there's no way I'm going to top the ball in this position, right, because I've come down an inch or two. So this shows you why you're topping the ball. So the idea is to, once we're in our good athletic posture with our arms hanging down naturally, to just rotate our torso as much as we can without raising and lowering or coming up or out of our good posture. If you look at from this angle, let me get rid of the lines here. You can see that throughout the swing, you know, my upper body and my lower body, my posture stays constant as I swing the club through. I'm rotating my torso back and through. I haven't come out of my posture at all. Not a lot of lower body movement. There's some hip movement, but not a lot of lower body movement with my feet and knees. So that's another thing in your swing I'd like to see you work on. You have a lot of sway with your lower body, knees and feet. I'd like to see your lower body be as stable as possible. That's the foundation on which you want to build your swing. So those are the three things that I'd want to work on from today. Number one, I don't want to see you reach out for the ball as much. Just let your arms hang down naturally. And when you swing the club, we want to feel like we're rotating our torso or rotating our hips through. That will generate the speed necessary to increase our distance. And if there's any questions, as always, please email us, info@fixyourgame.com. And again, you do a lot of things right in your swing. You look young, strong, athletic, and I think there's a lot of potential for you to gain some more consistency in your swing. Again, if any questions, email us at info@fixyourgame.com. Thanks, Jason. Have a great day.